Hello and welcome to Athens, Georgia, the classic city and a classic day for college football. The atmosphere absolutely exhilarating as the Georgia Bulldogs set to tee it up at Sanford Stadium to start this season. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. RPO complete to open the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The toss sweep to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going, and man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State, and you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Now on the option. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Man, in all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
First down here for the offense. They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you...
Touchdown, Florida State! What a catch and run for 6.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. That'll be a gain of about 7, leads them with 3rd and 3. Georgia comes quickly to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. The sweet feet buy a little time. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Georgia 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but it's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Go to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And tackled there by the defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And there's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strikes. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
Yeah, and it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. State offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The defense calls a timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia 14, Florida State 7.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
12-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He leaves it with his back. At the 40, there he goes. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. On the run, still looking. Pulls it in. Across the 25, he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Takes the easy one to the back.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and go to the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to be remotely close to him.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. The give out of the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Past the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Great tough running by the running back. Low to the ground. Continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right. You're doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one, accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Tennessee. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Let's go!
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Okay.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Now, 55, wheat.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Georgia going up tempo. They'll try it on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
2-9 Philly.
Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. And guys, this is very frustrating for a defense. They forced the field goal attempt, and now right back on the field after the roughing the kicker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback moving. The throw. Makes the grab on the left.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long and field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it fly. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. With the run on first and goal. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got him, and they convert. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. to the air on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking to pass on second down. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Paul.